The foot is arguably the most controversial body part. It becomes so controversial that influencers are now censoring their feet because otherwise horny dudes will post them to wiki feet and off to them. Wow. So when I saw this viral TikTok of a couple who are so addicted to being barefoot that they cut the soles out of their shoes so they could continue being barefoot in like places of business without getting kicked out. I figured either this is some sort of fetish or a conspiracy is afoot. Foot joke. They claim the barefoot lifestyle helps them build an immunity to toxins like lead.
Walking barefoot exposes us to heavy metals such as arsenic, cadmium, and lead, and allows us to build immunity.
They claim it improves their posture and it increases their connection to the earth. When I think of connecting with the earth, I would imagine like, walking in some cool grass or like, toes in the sand on the beach, something like that. But I guess technically the floor of this Sephora is on the earth. So, but after watching more of their content and experiencing way more full footal nudity from these pedophiles, pedal meaning, bipedal. It's another foot joke. I think it's obvious that this whole holistic foot lifestyle doesn't really have any legs to stand on or feet to stand on, so to speak. And it being fake really doesn't make it any less gross.
We take sanitation of our feet very seriously.
Anyway, let's just watch this viral TikTok, which has almost 50 million views. 50 million people have seen their naked piggies, and then we'll take a look at some of their other content. So right off the bat, the first frame of this video is this. I guess all that crud on his foot is the toxins that they're absorbing. Definitely not like cigarette butts and dog poop that they're collecting from this parking lot.
My husband and I have removed the bottoms of all of our shoes. We decided to start walking barefoot, and one of our followers had a great idea. Since some businesses don't want us being completely barefoot, if we cut off the bottom of our shoes, it'll allow us to be barefoot but blend in with everyone else. This is a huge commitment, but we were willing to make it. These are our favorite shoes. Our shoe collection is worth more than $20,000.
Okay, so first of all, I'm not like a shoe guy. I don't know a lot about shoes specifically, but these shoes are not screaming $20,000 worth of value to me. Even if they spent $20,000 on this shoe collection, these are old ratty ass shoes. Maybe some shoe people can let me know if there's some like, hot items in here.
We made little shelves where our toes are and our heels are. We made a little lip on the bottom of the shoe where our toenails will go so they can latch on, so we'll actually be able to hold on to the shoe.
Okay, they made a little lip on the shoes so their toenails can latch on, okay? That seems like an extreme hazard to be having shoes that are supported by your toenails, right? Like you step on the curb wrong, you stub your toe, and that's just gonna rip those toenails right off. But these people are not shoe designers, they're foot... they're foot people.
So after we cut the bottoms off, we decided to try it out. So we went to our favorite store, Sephora, and as you know, they don't really like us in here without shoes. I needed to grab a few things for a trip we're going on.
This is where it gets a little hairy. You know that they're walking around the store thinking about their exposed feet on the bottom. It's like a dirty little secret. If I were to interact with them in public and then find out about this foot thing later, I would feel dirty. Like they're making me a part of their like foot kink or whatever this is.
A few things for a trip we're going on. The experience was absolutely...
This shot with his foot sticking out, it just doesn't feel holistic to me. You know what I mean? It feels like something else. We're doing something else here.
It was absolutely perfect. The workers came up to us, they talked to us, they even complimented our shoes. I definitely recommend this if you're trying to go incognito barefoot. It's the perfect way to get all the
Oh, God. The foot handing the thing. Why do you got a freaking, like, monkey claw? I can understand the rationale of, like, being barefoot from like a holistic perspective, right? I'm not saying I necessarily agree with it. Like our ancestors, they didn't wear shoes, so now we don't wear shoes and that somehow makes us healthier or whatever. But like to pick something up with your feet and hand it to somebody with their feet, like why are we doing that? There's shit all over the ground, literal shit. There have been studies about how much poop are on the bottom of your shoes, okay? I don't know what, you don't believe in germs or something? You don't think that there's like poop on there on the ground?
Get all the benefits of going barefoot, but also have no one know.
Yeah, anyway, let's check out some of our other content.
My husband and I have made the decision to walk barefoot indoors and outdoors. And since we've made that decision, we've gotten
you can kind of tell the way that they're walking,
like
a
lot of questions about it.
Even here, he's trying to keep his heels off the ground. They are not having a good time.
A lot of people are worried about how dirty our feet are getting and if we're going to catch diseases from doing this. But we take sanitation of our feet very seriously.
What the hell? Why do you gotta do that? A lot of people are worried about our health and safety. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. You walk around in your bare feet, you know, that's on you. Whatever happens to you, that's your problem. I'm worried about the public safety. This is why they have those weird signs. You know, they have like a weird sticker for how to operate a toilet or something. It's like, yeah, I know how to operate a toilet. I feel like this is an opportunity to create a sticker for like no feet on the door handle. These people are a menace to society, and this is a problem.
And one thing that we do to ensure our feet are clean is we get pedicures every so often. Before the pedicure...
Oh my God, I feel bad for whoever is doing pedicures for these people. They don't even know the biohazard that they're walking into.
You guys have to understand we're still new to this, so if you see us wearing shoes sometimes, it's because our feet are still getting used to it, and so are we.
That's such a cop-out. We're still getting used to it, so you might see us with shoes on sometimes. It's like, that's a cop-out. Maybe it's true, but you're half-senders, you know? Stolen foot valor.
In Ohio, where it is freezing cold, so our feet definitely have to build up an immunity to the cold before we can completely be used to it.
Your feet have to build up an immunity to the cold? What does that mean? Your feet can't... That's just called frostbite. If you're trying to climatize your feet to being in like salty, gravelly, oily, poopy, cigarette-y parking lots, then I think giving your foot like a nice little foot bath and getting it manicured and everything is kind of a disservice to your building your foot immunity, isn't it? Like, you want your feet to be as grizzled as possible so that they can survive literally like any condition, right? They should be like the, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator of feet.
We actually get sick less now that we walk barefoot. Our immunity is skyrocketed, and we're so thankful that we made this.
What the fuck is that? Oh my God. I did not notice that the first time I watched this. Look at what is on the chisel thing. You know, maybe this is par for the course for some of you guys, but that has got to be the most toxic sludge that has ever existed in humanity. Imagine just taking that and taking a big lick of it. How much to lick that? All of it. One big tongue flat on the whole thing. Like an ice cream cone. That is vile. That is absolutely vile. There's another one of their foot videos.
Walking barefoot exposes us to heavy metals such as arsenic, cadmium, and lead. It exposes us to a healthy level of contaminants and allows us to build immunity. I am so beyond thankful.
That's not how that works, guys. That's just not how that works. I'm sorry. That's just not how that works.
Of course, there's going to be people that think it's kind of crazy and look at us weird, but the benefits are
oh my God, like, why do you stop making it everybody else's problem? You know, they're like, no, you're going to build immunity too. Boop. I get major COVID denier vibes from these people. I mean, who else would go around spreading the joy of arsenic and lead from their feet?
Going barefoot can actually help you gain a greater appreciation for the natural world.
The natural world of the mall. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I hate the mall. And I think it comes back to my monkey brain hates being in the mall. I'm enclosed in this like sunless, godless void of a place that is only built for like consuming. This is not a place for people to exist naturally.
The mall is a demonic place. These people are doing demonic things.
That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it.
And we've definitely noticed that even in the short time we've done it. This year I really wanted to start getting into yoga, and this is actually a form of foot yoga.
This is a form of foot yoga? It's a little bit of a life hack to make it feel like you're exercising without exercising. Oh, you want to learn how to do yoga? Actually, you already know how to do yoga. You're doing it right now. I kind of dig that, honestly. I'm all for that. I am a foot yoga master, actually. I have reached in foot yoga enlightenment.
But barefoot walking can actually have many positive effects on your immune system. It can help reduce white blood cells and help fight off sicknesses. We know this is definitely common in Ohio, but let us know if this is something you do too.
Is this common in Ohio? Something is wrong with Ohio. Ohioans, you are doing something wrong. So another somewhat strange thing about Christy Fritz's content is when they're not making foot content, they're making family content. And of course, it's family vloggers. All these family content people are absolute freaks. Even when we watch their newest content, you can very, very obviously see there is no foot under there. That is a sole. These shoes were in the video. They said they were cut all their shoes. Those shoes are not cut. Myth busted. Based on this and their other content, I think it's obvious, like, they're just doing, it's just a clout move. Definitely a weird one appealing to, like, the foot crowd. But I mean, hey, 50 million views is 50 million views. I mean, I'm going to put some shoes on and socks. Maybe like 3 pairs of socks, actually, just to erase this. Boop.